Commencing Autopsy 3. Time, 2104. 27-year-old female infected with unknown pathogen. Blood analysis indicates virus. Provisional name is Act-12. Deceased had traveled in China before returning home 2 weeks ago. That must have been pre-quarantine. Unknown if had contact with livestock, but I can definitely see evidence of insect bites. Deceased had reported coughing and sneezing with a high fever. I'm seeing a nasty rash, some abscesses around the abdominal cavity. Clear signs of immune suppression. Cause of death appears to be catastrophic organ failure. Findings match reports coming out of China. This is highly concerning. The deceased may still be infectious. I'm halting the autopsy in order to notify the authorities. Request a full lockdown of this facility, effective immediately.
Hey, I'm Cork Bob, and welcome to Plague Inc. Evolved. I watched a speedrun of this game by the Spiffing Brit. I'll link to his channel at the end of the video. And he showed how you can unlock all the DNA in one game. I didn't really follow the game, but I've been tracking this. I think I watched Markiplier and Wade. Not Markiplier and Bob play this game. Co-op versus. There is a multiplayer. You can work together, or you can kill each other. I'm pretty sure this is the disease versus the cure. And this is both diseases together. That's what they played. However, I watched the Spiffing Brit do an exploit in this game, and at the time, June 1st to June 7th, the game is on sale for 60% off. Normally it's $15. I paid only $5.99 for it. So, I've played a lot. I haven't unlocked everything. There is cure mode available until COVID-19 is under control. Hint, COVID-19 is never going to be under control. COVID-19 was created by the government to force power and control by people. Anyway, sorry, I don't know what that was. Woo, I must be infected by some kind of parasite that's making me say things. But anyway, so in light of COVID-19, a lot of people turn to this game. COVID-19 is the flu. There is no COVID-19. It's made up for Democrats to control the United States. Just kidding. I don't know what's got over me. I must be infected. Woo! There's probably a Neurax worm in my brain making me say things against the government. Woo! Anyway, so the game was pretty cheap and completely independently of the sale. And what anyone has to say, I actually played a lot. And I unlocked some genes. Not all of them. We're gonna play. Oh, I was last playing the coronavirus. I unlocked everything. As you can see, there are a number of diseases you can play as: bacteria, virus, fungus, Neurax worm, parasite, prion, which is a misfolded protein, the coronavirus, the zombie apocalypse, nanovirus, a microscopic robot created by man, bioweapon that's focused on lethality in a terrorist attack, simian flu, which has to do with the Planet of the Apes uprising, which is actually really cool. I had a lot of fun with it. And a shadow plague, vampirism. Alright, so there's a lot of information out of this game. I watched some strategy guides and some players. Most of it is completely wrong, and I'll tell you why. But I'm going to start off with this game because I saw Markiplier play it and Spiffing Brit exploit. We're going to play as bacteria, as you can see. I've done that first. We're going to do... Okay, this is the genetic code. You can click on these 5 things to change the way your game. Get bonus to start. Get more DNA by popping orange DNA bubbles. DNA from popping bubbles. Red high biohazard bubbles. And get DNA bonus from popping blue cure bubbles. I'll explain that later. We're going to work on cytochrome surge. This gives you a lot more DNA points. You have Darkness. Increase your chance of your plague mutating. Decreases your chance of your plague mutating. Now, some bacteria, some organisms, sometimes it costs you to devolve symptoms, which is good because the less symptoms you have, the less doctors notice you, and the less severe your plague is. So people with a lot of disease with a lot of symptoms and a lot of severity, doctors are going to fight more for a cure. Some things require DNA points to devolve, to basically hide, but others you get bonuses for devolving. We're going to play as the bacteria, which gets points from devolving. However, this is genetic mimic. Base acquisition, plague mutates over. You're gonna have to see the game, but we're gonna play genetic mimic. Your plague is harder to cure, and these I unlock by playing the parasite, increased chance of spreading by land, spreading by air. Extremophile, which is the most important. Actually, some of the custom official scenarios require extremophile, or you basically can't win. So zerophile gives you plague bonus arid climates. Hydrophile, human climates. Rurophile gives you plague bonus in rural environments. And herbophile gives you plague advantage in urban environments. And extremophile gives you plague a bonus in all environments. So that's good. And I like Celus, bonus DNA when devolved. It's basically your pathogen, your disease, can evolve naturally to have certain symptoms. But certain symptoms are deadlier than others, and sometimes you don't want the symptoms to be noticed. So when you bacteria, when you devolve, you actually gain points. But like virus and other DNA things, yeah, the whole game is unrealistic with the way it works. I'll explain in a minute. But anyway, we want INCLX bonus DNA when devolving. Alright, so we're gonna play. Here's casual. This is easy. No one washes their hands. Research doctors don't work. Sick people give hugs. This is basically if you just want to win. The game is actually really hard, even on normal. Brutal and mega brutal. You could pause to read. It's crazy. I wouldn't even attempt. Not now. Normal. I've always played on normal. I wouldn't attempt brutal or mega brutal. We're gonna play normal. Time. And here is a disease that I've come up with, based on some things. Which may or may not be my initials in real life, but we're actually gonna take the initials of a person who's very close to me. Oh, wait. Yep, TSRA 01, which is a person who's very close to me, and we're gonna continue. And this plague is gonna wipe out the world, and she's not too happy about that. But oh well, deal with it. My girlfriend's name's Tessa. That's what the disease is named after. Anyway, so I have tips on. Welcome to Plague Inc. You are a new bacteria. To win, you must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out all humanities in the ultimate plague. So, select a country to begin your plague. When you click on it, you can see more information. Pop the start bubble to confirm, or click another country instead. Now, I'm going to affect China. I have no problems against China, the Chinese people themselves. The Chinese government, however, well, I have a funny feeling that a lot of people agree with me on the Chinese government, so I ain't going to say nothing further about them. They're a bunch of communists wiping the face of the earth. Oh, must be the disease making me say things. Communism's anyway, let's infect China only because they have a lot of people. There's 1.4 billion. So let's infect them and start the plague there. Now, here we go. Tester 01 begins in China. Tester 01 has infected his first humans. Weak and specialized. It must evolve using DNA points to infect more people. Okay, so every time we infect a new country, we get this red bubble, and my DNA is down here. on this. Here's the little overview. So start date, November 6th, 2021, which is in the future. Plague type bacteria, which is the easiest to win. Start location, China. Difficulty normal, DNA used, daily deaths, average deaths. Alright, so this is the overview. And actually, when you first start this game, you have no bonuses. But when you evolve and you win, you can actually gain bonuses. So genetic mimic, your plague is harder to cure. Aerocyte increases the plague, increases the transmission by air. This one, Ina Seal, is bonus DNA when devolving. So, see our symptoms. If you look, see, these are evolve. But I want to, if I get any symptoms, we can devolve, which gives us bonus DNA. And as time goes on, your pathogen evolves symptoms. It's not good because the more symptoms your bacteria or whatever it is you're playing as develops, the more it's likely to be noticed by a doctor. So, what we want to do, DNA use, daily death, zero averages. Okay, so what we want to do here on the bottom, let me click China, and you could click off China, and this is the world. So we only have one person infected. And here's DNA bonus. Pop orange DNA bubbles when they randomly appear to get DNA bonus points, which you can use to evolve your disease. Now, if we look over here, no, this one. Cytochrome surge. Get more DNA from popping orange DNA bubbles. So we should get more than this +1. We got +1. It's not always more than +1. Ooh, that was +4. Woo! Alright, so we want to go into transmission, and because we're in China, it doesn't really matter. We want to spread more, so let's do rats here. Common flea susceptibility to infection increases infectivity, especially in urban regions, and chance of mutation. So let's infect rats. Look, you spent DNA points to evolve your disease, and more options have been opened up. Get more points by popping DNA biohazard bubbles and continue to infect people. So if you look, China, where is it? Here. It's an urban country. So because we picked China as a starting country, we want rats. Because it increases infectivity, especially in urban regions. And it gives us a chance of mutation. On the bottom, you see, this is the DNA points we have. Infectivity. How infectious your plague is. It's basically how many people are infected per day. Severity. Now severe, basically how damaging, how powerful your plague is, and then lethality, how deadly your plague is. So what you want to do is you want to infect a lot of people. Let's just go back to the world map. You can click on the disease screen anytime and pauses your game. So Tessera 01 is spreading from person to person in China and will grow exponentially. You control the plague indirectly by evolving it. So we want to evolve it now. Ooh, if you notice, we have, I did transmission, water 1. Oh, I don't have water yet. What the hell did I have? Oh, rats. Right. Because China is an urban country, I picked rats, and this is rats too. Rodents directly susceptible to infection, increased infectivity, especially in urban regions. So you want, so this, as you can see, it's like kind of a hollow bar, like a transparent. But that's how much it will increase my infectivity. And basically what you want to do, you want to infect as many people as possible. Once you infect most of the world, you can evolve symptoms. Now these are the symptoms. Nausea, information, this is the bubble, the information text. Irritated stomach lining leads to discomfort, slight chance of infection from kissing. But we can progress that. See these pentagons? The hexagons they are. Right, yeah. So this has a chance to evolve into something else. And coughing. This is arguably the best ability to have. Symptom. Chance of infection by spreading pathogen into surroundings, especially in high-density urban areas. The problem is, the more symptoms you have, the more likely it is to be detected. And what you want to do is spread around the world, mostly, infecting most countries, and then you want to develop infectious and severe symptoms. So we're going to ignore coughing now. Then we have rash. The skin becomes blistered and painful, slightly increasing infectivity. Anemia. Decrease in red blood cells or hemoglobin in the blood leads to hypoxia in organs. Okay. So this increases infectivity a little bit, severity a little bit, and no lethality. You can actually see how much your disease will change. For example, you got pulmonary coughing, and then nausea. I was going to say pulmonary edema. That's one of the side ones. Then you have cysts, painful lumps, pockets of bad news, slight chance of infecting. So all of these increase infectivity and severity. None of them lethal. However, symptoms evolve on their own. If you leave the bacteria, the virus, or whatever you are, alone, it will eventually evolve symptoms. The problem is the more symptoms you have, the more likely doctors are to detect it in a normal checkup. Like if a patient's sick, I have a cough, whatever, they'll detect the disease, and that starts development of cure, which I'll get right into. And then last but not least, insomnia. That's a symptom. Inability to sleep makes people irritable and less productive. So it makes severity high, but not really the infectivity. And this will actually decrease cure time. So to find out more about the country, click on the country name at the bottom of the screen to open up the country menu. Alright, so every time I click on the country, Sudan, 0 infected. Oh, here we go. Test for 1 has infected hundreds in China. Keep increasing the chance that an infected person will infect a healthy person, keep evolving our disease. So we want to keep evolving our disease. So, it's an urban country. Ooh, here's some denial points. Oh, you can use denial points to evolve. You have over 15 denial points saved up. Which I do, I have 18. Use them to evolve Tessera 01 and make it infect more people by pressing the disease button in the bottom left corner of the screen. So here we go. Ooh, that's affecting a lot of people. So let's go to transmission. Here we go. It's water. So pathogen can survive outside the body in fresh, warm water. Increase infectivity, human environments, and ship transmission. Now, this is keyword. Ship transmission. Greenland is a particularly difficult country to infect because it only has one shipyard. So we want to try and infect it as early as possible, as well as giving a boost to humid environment. Russia is humid, which is, I don't know if it's realistic. Which reminds me, I need to say something about the realism of this game. Although the game is semi-realistic, there are a couple of things that make the game very unrealistic. A bacteria can't pick what genetic traits it evolves. It evolves over time. And you need to understand that real life is not a game. This is a game. I am not encouraging people to live their lives based on the plaguing game. I've met people who were like, oh, well, COVID-19 can't spread by water because it doesn't have enough DNA. That's a game thing. Now, before I close off this video, I want to show you. The game Plague Inc. by Endemic Creation specifically says COVID-19 is not a game. This is a game. It's somewhat realistic. Anyway, let's move on. Goldman Stanley Bank crisis. The investment bank reported catastrophic losses today due to a technical error in a random number generator. Okay, if you go here and click down, as I just clicked, test for 1 has affected thousands of China people from infected by faster. Now, the more people you infect, the more denial points you get. This is you can open and close the menu. Test for 1 spreads to Central Asia. Central Asia has been infected. Your disease is taking an important step in becoming a plague. When a new country is infected, pop the red bubble and get bonus DNA. And you can actually get more bonus DNA by popping these little red bubbles. And I found it's better off to pop orange bubbles so you get more DNA at the time. Oops, that was +2. And the first country was +1. Alright, let's check. And we want to evolve cold water. Pathogen evolves to withstand cold temperatures. Now, there is a bacterial resistance 1. Great bacterial is shown to protect against all climates. That gives you almost no bonus. It's a very small bonus. And everyone on the forums advises against using bacterial shell. Just evolve cold and hot resistance. This is drug resistance. Pathogen becomes resistant class 1 and class 2 antibiotics. Increased effectiveness in wealthy countries. So like the United States, Australia, Britain, those are wealthy countries. So we're going to use this later. And I'll show you a special perk gain if you use the drug resistance. So let it spread. And please, folk. COVID-19 is not a game. Don't think the disease is spread like COVID-19 in the game. Not realistic. COVID-19 is very different from real plagues, real diseases. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't like to get banned on YouTube. Anyway, so YouTube's biased. Oh, damn, I have this cough. I must be infected. Jeez. Anyway, so more infections than tuberculosis. TB is tuberculosis. Test for 1. In case you didn't know, I didn't mean to insult you. Test for 1 has infected more people in the world than TB and tuberculosis. It's a very infectious disease. Alright, so this is a notification. I think once you break 10 million infections, tip, pop red infect bubbles to gain more DNA points. Red infect bubbles appear when you infect a new country. That's right, every time you infect a new country, you get these bonus little points. You can actually click on them on the bonus. They give you a bonus. Usually it's +1. Actually, when using the perk, it gives you extra bonus DNA points for popping red bubbles. It doesn't do it in every country. It's like +2, so an extra +1 in like every 5th country. It's not worth it. You're much better off using the red or orange, DNA bubbles. So pop them to get bonus DNA, which you can use for viral disease. Alright, now these are the diseases. Let's actually evolve drug resistance 1. Pathogen becomes resistant class 1, class 2 antibiotics. Increased effectivity in wealthy countries. If you don't evolve this, countries like Australia, which you can see are a rich country, like Test for 1 infecting more countries. Test for 1 is infecting more countries. Control where it goes by evolving its transmission traits and the disease menu. Alright, so we kind of did that. We wanted to go to Russia. Tip world menu contains useful data. Now Test for 1 is beginning to spread around the world. Use the world data menu, bottom right. Let's see which countries are not infected yet. Okay. Boop. Let's check. So this is the world data. These are countries that are healthy, have not been infected, and these are countries that have been infected. And these are countries that are completely dead. Ultimately, Plague Inc. is to evolve a plague that you spread around the world and kill all civilization off. Now, it's particularly hard, especially in island nations. Now, if you look, you can see Greenland over here. More infections than HIV. Test for 1 has become more infectious. Test for 1 has infected more people in the world than HIV. It's an extremely infectious disease. Okay, so here we go. Infected India. Yep, and it looks like we infected Pakistan too. Australia. And it's mutated and developed the insomnia symptom without using DNA points. And that's good. Remember, we don't want symptoms just yet. Symptoms are bad. Let's check out insomnia. Inability to sleep makes people irritable and less productive. Okay. So infectivity doesn't really increase, severity doesn't only increase a little bit. Let's devolve. And because we're bacteria, we actually get refunded DNA points. So I have 12. Let's devolve. Now we have 14. The reason we devolve is because we don't want Dr. Britain. The reason we devolve is because the less symptoms we have for our infection, the less chance they are to be detected by doctors in normal checkups. So, let's see. All right. Abilities. We want to do cold too, because that'll help us in northern countries. Actually, I didn't know my countries. This is Finland. This is Sweden. This is Norway. Yeah, I know my countries. This is New Zealand, the bottom right. Boop. This is New Guinea, top left. And this is Indonesia. Yeah, I remember my countries. Madagascar, yeah. Iceland, which is green. And Greenland, which is icy. After playing this game, I know my diseases. Woo! Okay. Let's do air one. gives pathogens the ability to travel on dust particles, increase infectivity, especially in arid environments and plain transmission. Let's do that and increase my infectivity. Now, if you look, you see, let's go here. This country, arid country. So in Saudi Arabia, we're going to get a slight bonus to multiplying our organism. All right, South America. Now, you need to understand you have to infect Greenland, Caribbean, Madagascar, because they only have ships. What you want to do is increase water transmission. Pathogen is able to survive in chemically treated water, increase infectivity, especially in human environments, and ship transmission. You have to infect Greenland. Oh, here's DNA. Greenland. Oop, there's more DNA. Greenland, Caribbean, and Madagascar, because they only have shipyards. So air transmission does not help. Let's do 1, 2. Yeah, increase ship transmission and increase human environments. So look, you see Brazil, it's human environment, and Ruski is human country. See? So human's good, and it also increases ship transmission, which is good. Ooh, and every time you infect a new country, you get these bubbles. So Baltic states. Wait a minute. I thought Greece. Balkan states, Baltic states. Oh, we got United States and Canada. That's right. I said Canada. Deal with it. I know it's Canada. Come on, stop trolling. I'm only trying to make fun. Yeah, Finland. Whoop. Latest research shows that human countries are getting significantly wetter due to global warming. So that's important. We have to follow this. Woo. We already have Water 1 and Water 2, which increases infectivity in humid climates. Abeltes. Scheisse. I don't have enough for heat resistance. Now, ultimately what you want to do is infect every country in the world and try to spread as much as possible before doctors detect you. Because the more symptoms you have, and the more severe... Whoa! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woo! 8! Woo! Let's evolve heat 1. And let's evolve... I don't know for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes, or insect 1. Insect susceptibility to infection. Carrier insects increase infectivity, especially in hot mutations. Mutation chance means that you're... Ooh, there we go. Mexico. And that's Sweden. Here. Mutation chance means that you have these following symptoms. You can pause and read each one of them. Coughing is the best to have because it spreads the pathogen in surroundings, especially. And you can... Okay, let me explain. So, basically, what happens is each, as you can see, there's 2 side steps. It's going to be pulmonary edema and sneezing, nausea, vomiting, insomnia, paranoia, cysts, boils. It basically, you have skin, which is rash, and then it goes to cysts, something like that. Each one of these infections branches off, and ultimately you want to get more deadlier and deadlier. And depending on which branch you pick, you affect cold, hot, in the middle, it's total organ failure, coma, and death. And that's what you ultimately want to do. The problem is you don't want to do that too early. Because if you do, doctors, it's mutated, developing insomnia symptom. I do not want this. So we mutate them when they evolve. Because we're a bacteria, we actually gain 15 to 17. You want to keep your disease under wraps as a bacteria for now, until you infect enough people and then unleash lethal symptoms and kill everybody off before they detect you or even develop a cure. So, more infections in the common cold. Testro 1 has infected more people in the world than the common cold. Great job, Testro. My girlfriend's the ultimate infectious disease. Perfect. I never thought my girl would kill everyone in the world. And again, you can name your disease whatever you want. Woo! Africa. Poor countries. Let's see. Transmission. Let's do blood contact, which evolves in poor countries. That'll help it spread in Africa. And listen, absolutely no offense to anyone living. I love all humans. This is purely a game. I know it's not realistic. Some countries are listed as rich, while others should be rich. And some countries living 53 points. Alright. Basically, let's evolve cattle so it spreads in rural regions. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I have respect for every human on earth, and I respect your religion and customs. What I'm trying to say is this game identifies based on certain stereotypes of certain countries. So, UK votes for Brexit in referendum. Voters in the UK vote to leave the EU, European Union. Remainers are concerned that this could severely damage the UK, but leavers claim it will be all fine. Unclear whether or not Brexit will actually occur. Now, you could actually affect this based on your, abilities. Ooh, increased effectiveness. Class 3 and 4 antibiotics. I think class 1 and 2 are like penicillin, ampicillin, amoxicillin, sulfamethoxazole, tetracycline, azithromycin. Those are your typical class 1. Class 2 are much stronger. Class 2 like, what is it called? Like clindamycin, levovoxitrin, something like that. And then class 3 and 4 are like piperacillin and tazobactam, linezolid. Those are really strong antibiotics. They generally never give. We don't want to evolve bacterial resistance. Even though it looks good, it actually gives you an extremely minimal bonus. It's not worth it. Let's spread by mosquitoes. Yeah. Dry, arid regions. That'll help it spread in Africa. Oh, there goes Greenland, which is on. Oh, mutated the rash symptom. Yikes. Sweating. Alright, let's pop off. Let's reveal ourselves to the world. Yeah. Skin lesions. Break down the epidermis because large open wounds. Alright, we're doing small things. Alright, a doctor is going to detect the disease immediately. Here it is. New minor disease spreading. In a normal checkup, a doctor at Iceland found a new disease which has been named Tesra-01. It appears to be mostly harmless, but it must be investigated further. Other countries are also reporting on this disease. So we've infected most of the world. We've actually infected everything. Oh, there goes the Caribbean. Alright, we've infected every island. Here we go. Kazakhstan starts working on a cure. Kazakhstan is the first to instruct doctors to begin research to cure for Tesla-01. Without greater funding, it's expected to take a long time. Alright, let's infect new countries. Alright, now that we're without coughing, sneezing. Gad, knock us out. I think we've infected every country in the world except Morocco. Morocco's been infected! World? We have every country in the world infected. Alright! Alright, let's do pneumonia, pulmonary edema, and let's do vomiting. Alright. Infect! First death of Tesla-01 confirmed in Brazil. Bad luck, but the beginning of something terrible. Oh boy, oh look at Greenland. Oh, Greenland's a trouble country. Come on, China has become the first country to limit the spread of Tesla-01 by limiting access in and out of the country. Doesn't matter! Oh, look at this! Now, I have 36 DNA points. You don't want to spread them too quickly, because if you increase severity, they fight anemia. Alright, that's actually a good thing. Hemophilia, let's evolve. Alright, we're not going to evolve tumors just yet, because we want to infect the world. Now, I'm having a serious bonus because I had several DNA unlocks to start. So, to fight the cure, there are two ways to fight the development of the cure. Evolve aggressive symptoms or destroy countries. more noticeable, or evolve cure resistance. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna evolve. I think because my disease is spread enough, I'm not gonna bother evolving these drug resistance and genetic hardening. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna evolve. The South Africa's started to send research teams to countries to speed up development of cures of pop the blue bubbles. So just like we've been evolving DNA, we want to pop bubbles. Okay. Symptoms. Here we go. I like diarrhea. Pathogen active in digestive tract causing infection through feces and potentially leads to dehydration. Poor countries particularly vulnerable. So let's do. Alright, so pop blue cure bubbles. Alright, we read this already. So pop cure bubbles. So now we're going to spread in Africa pretty much because we have diarrhea. And because they're poor countries, they're vulnerable. They're basically little toilets. Alright, we're infecting a lot of people. Let's see, dysentery. A complete breakdown of the digestive system. Causing infected sewage. Actually, let's do pulmonary fibrosis. Scarring of the lungs causes shortness of breath. Can be fatal and combined with exercise. You want to do this because you want to have total organ failure. Catastrophic cell death of multiple tissues types caused by body-wide organ failure and rapid death. That's what we want. And we want to infarct. Let's see. So 6.9 billion people are infected. So research doctors all around the world are completely focused on developing a cure for Tesla 1. Come on, we want to affect the entire world. The cure for Tesla 1 is 25% complete. They're not going to make it. One more point and I'm doing total organ failure. People are dying Italy faster than people who are infected. This doesn't matter. Alright, we're not evolving any symptoms because we want to save up for total organ failure. Come on, baby. One more point. One more point. If every citizen is infected, internal hemorrhaging. Ooh, that's a good one. Without using denial points. Come on. I can click on these to speed it up. Last healthy person on the planet recently became infected with Tesla 1. That means all we have to do is evolve lethal symptoms. Alright, now, transmission. Alright, we're going to devolve rats because everyone's been infected. So bacteria devolving symptoms actually gains you refund of DNA. But viruses and other diseases like parasites, prion, that actually costs DNA to evolve. Alright, symptoms, total organ failure. Goodbye, everyone! Woo! So, killed more than the Black Death. No statistics show that Tesla 1 has killed over 75 million people worldwide, worse than the Black Death. Alright, come on! Kill, 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 kill. Transmission. Devolve. Devolve. We don't need to spread. Devolve. 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 And devolve. So we gained a lot of DNA from devolving as a bacteria. Symptoms. Let's see. What can we do? Increases temperature, consciousness. Alright. Immune suppression. Pathogens that significantly can be fatal. Goodbye, everyone. Evolve. Die, die, die. Killed more than the Spanish flu. New statistics shows that Tesla 1 has killed over 120 million people worldwide, worse than the Spanish flu. Kill, 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 kill. Cure for Tesla 1 is 50% complete. Come on, baby. If we can get over 1 billion people, we can stop the spread. New statistics shows that Tesla 1 has deadliest plague ever has killed over 300 million people worldwide, worse than smallpox. Kill! 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 Oh, his denial points. It goes normal. Life in New Zealand is beginning to break down to the Tesla 1. Cure research is starting to slow. Yes! Kill! 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 Yes! Here we go. Pathogen disrupts cell growth pathways, causing uncontrolled eventual fatal growth. Alright! Hemophilia and skin lesions are causing infectivity, and it doesn't matter because we've already infected the entire world. Kill! 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 One. Alright, we have to do genetic hardening. Whoop! Alright, abilities. Oh, slow as future research. Slow down, buddy. slow future research down. Cure for Test 1 is almost finished. Evolved drug resistance through access to genetic reshuffle. I already have access to genetic reshuffle. Here we go. Genetic reshuffle patterns, engineered strands, reassembled, more work needed to develop a cure. Woohoo! And I dropped it down to 66%. Here we go. World. Italy is the first to fall due to anarchy. The tests were won. No cure research. And now we are devolving. Alright, let's do genetic reshuffle 2. Increase the amount of work needed to develop a cure down to 60%. Oh, the world's done. Oh, there's less than 1 billion people left alive. So look, we have infected and dead. Oh, there's no one healthy. Look, these are healthy states. They're all empty. Infected. Every country is infected on the planet and totally dead. Oh man, I feel so bad to kill so many people. But you know what? That's the fun of the game and I love it! That's what makes this game so good. Look, world. We have less than 250 million people. Symptoms. Can we do anything? Can I do anything to increase lethality? No, I can't. Sneezing and diarrhea are causing unwanted accidents, slowing productivity during attention to Tester 1. Problem is, I've already evolved Tester 1 to kill the world. They have no chance. Look, world, 50 million infected. We did it! We killed all of humanity in one shot. Woohoo! Sorry to blow your ears with that. I'm super happy. Here we go. Fever. Increasing temperature, contagious, great hydration. Doesn't matter about infectiousness because we've already infected the entire world. And if you look, there's less than 9 million, 7 million, 6 million people infected. 5 million people. That's it! We've won! Less than 2 million! Less than 1 million! Here comes the announcement. Tester 1 has destroyed the worldwide despite best efforts of the last few humans known. They're watching the end of humanity. Look at that. We destroyed the world. 150,000, 110,000, less than 100,000, less than 50,000, 25,000, 6,000, 3,000, 1,000. We destroyed the world. 0. Victory! Tester 1 has successfully eliminated all life on Earth. Woohoo! I only got 3 stars. The amount of stars you get, well, could be up to 5. Has to do with the time a plague evolves and the cure progress. Woo! Let's see what I evolved. Following gene type has been evolved in single player. Translation plus in single player. Alright, let's see what it does. Let's do bacteria. Translation plus in single player. What the fuck is it? Oh, it's one of the rare ones, so this isn't plus. Cost to devolve doesn't increase, so you can devolve a lot of organisms before. Anyway, listen, I know that COVID-19 is not a joke, and infecting the world and killing people is not funny. It's just a game. If your family or friends have been infected with COVID-19, I pray for you. Me and my girl love you, and we pray for you. We hope that God makes everything work out. Problem is, I think COVID-19 is created by Biden, Democrats, to gain power. Trump out of office, mail him out. Yeah. I got a cough. I must be infected. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I've definitely mastered this game, and I'm definitely going to be posting more. I hope you enjoy your weekend. God bless you. Have a good night. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.